Hey guys, this is Tony Paradis, registered dietitian with Food and Fitness Online, and today I'm giving you my guide on alcohol and nutrition. Alcohol is one of my favorite subjects to talk about because people often have a lot of questions about it. How much can I drink? Can I drink when I'm on a diet? And what are the best kinds of things to drink? And I'm going to answer all of those questions, plus some more. And if you guys know anything about me, you know that I'm not a food Nazi. All foods and drinks fit into a well-balanced diet, and a lot of my clients drink, so I have to incorporate those kind of lifestyle choices and still get them results. So you can drink, and you can still get great results on a diet. So today I'm going to address the basics of alcohol and nutrition, some of the best drink choices to have when you're on a diet, the causes and cures for hangovers, how alcohol can affect your fitness goals, and finally, some practical tips to consider when you drink. Let's start with the basics of alcohol and nutrition. Alcohol is a macronutrient, just like your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, and it has 7 calories per gram, so a little bit more than your carbohydrates and proteins, but a little bit less than fats. Your average beer has about 150 calories, and a light beer has about 100 calories, or a 6-ounce glass of wine will also be about 100 calories. A shot, or a jigger of alcohol, is about 70 calories. However, the calories that add up on top of that really depend on the mixers. For example, a margarita can easily have over 200 calories because of all the added sugars with the mixer. And alcohol, just like any other food, is fine in moderation. In fact, some research suggests that people who drink moderately actually have a lower prevalence of cardiovascular disease than those who completely abstain from alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant. It alters your brain chemistry in a way that makes you think and react slower. Alcohol can also temporarily lower your blood sugar, which is why people often get hungry later after a night of drinking, and it can also cause them to be agitated, which may be part of the reason why a lot of people try to fight when they're drinking. Now that we've covered some of the basics of alcohol and nutrition, let's talk about the best types of drink to have when you're on a diet. And the most important thing to consider when you're trying to lose weight is how many calories are in the drinks that you're having. And I know we're not having those drinks to get sober, we're trying to catch a little bit of a buzz. So if you want to get the most bang for your buck with the least amount of calories, hard liquor is always going to be your best choice. I recommend mixing these hard liquors with 0-calorie mixers, such as a diet soda or a Crystal Light or a club soda. And also consider that you need to reduce the overall amount of calories that you're consuming to lose weight. Okay, this comes from food, this comes from increasing exercise, and also limiting the amounts of drinks that you're having. So because you're not able to drink as much, I also recommend choosing higher quality alcohols because you're not having as much, so you might as well enjoy what you are having. So please have a little sophistication and leave the Pabst Blue Ribbon behind the bar and choose something a little closer to the top shelf when you're going out. Now, nobody wants a hangover. They suck, and sometimes they're just part of the territory. So today I'm going to talk about the causes and cures for hangovers. Now, hangovers are caused by 4 different reasons that I'll talk about today. And number 1 is the severe dehydration and loss of electrolytes that comes from the diuretic or water depleting effect of alcohol. Number 2, the cellular damage that is caused by the effect of the high amounts of ethanol and poisons in the bloodstream that you get from drinking alcohol. Number 3, and this one may be kind of obvious, is the bodily damage caused to yourself when you get drunk. So if you jump off of something or if you dance the whole night and you normally don't do that, yeah, it's going to affect you in the morning. And number 4 is possibly the acute withdrawal from alcohol, because it does change your brain chemistry, and that can also be part of the reason why you have a hangover. When it comes to preventing or curing a hangover, the name of the game is damage control. So there are a few things that you can do to help to prevent a hangover or to cure one. Number one is before you go out. Before you go out drinking, make sure that you're well fed and hydrated. An extra big glass of water on your way to the bar wouldn't be a bad choice. Since alcohol can also cause cellular oxidative stress and deplete vitamins, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a multivitamin before you go out drinking as well. While you're drinking, it's important to pace yourself and order drinks of water with your alcoholic beverages. This will help you from getting overly dehydrated, and it also helps pace yourself. And finally, start rehydrating, drinking water and electrolytes as soon as you can the next day. And I recommend a sports drink such as Gatorade. It goes down easy and it tastes pretty good, something that you want when you do have a hangover the next day. Take a couple ibuprofen and a hot shower and you should be good to go. So now I'm going to talk about how does alcohol affect your fitness goals. We don't want to ruin all that hard work we've been putting in at the gym because we're drinking too often and too much. And how alcohol affects your fitness goal really does depend on amount and frequency. Obviously, if you're drinking like a fish every day, you're not going to be making the U.S. Olympic team anytime soon. If alcohol is hurting your sleep, then it's going to affect the way that you recover from exercise. If alcohol is causing you a hangover, how are you going to guarantee that you're getting a good workout that day when you're hungover? And finally, if a night on the town means that at 2:30 you're stopping at the Whataburger drive-in and you're wondering why you're not losing weight or why it's hard to keep the weight off, well, that could also be your answer. Just be sensible. Having a drink or two or even more on occasion will not ruin all of your workout efforts. Being the village drunk will. Okay? So if you're the type of person who can't just have a few drinks, then perhaps you should be very limiting on the occasions that you do drink. Okay, so we've talked about the basics of alcohol and nutrition. I've talked about the causes and cures of hangovers and how alcohol can affect your fitness goals. So I'm going to conclude with some practical tips to consider when you do want to drink. Number one is decide how much you want to drink before you go out and stick to your limit. Number two, use a designated driver. I mean, all of this health and nutrition information isn't going to do you a darn bit of good if you kill yourself in a car crash. So seriously, drink in moderation, or if you do get drunk, have somebody drive you home or call a cab. If you go out into the town, try to include a little bit of dancing. If you're going to drink, you can actually burn off extra calories when you dance. And everybody knows that when you drink, it also makes you a better dancer, at least in your mind. If you turn into a jerk when you drink, then don't go out and drink. I mean, nobody wants to be around that guy, and just don't be that person. And finally, this one's for the guys. This is a little bit of advice from Tony here. Don't walk up to a beautiful woman and offer to buy her a drink right away. That's just awkward, and you're going to crash and burn. Be an alpha male and charm her with your outgoing and funny personality. Make her laugh. Get her to buy you a drink. Trust me. Be different, but in a respectful and playful way. The ladies will appreciate that. My name is Tony Paradis, registered dietitian with Food and Fitness Online. Thank you for checking out my video on alcohol and nutrition. You can also check out the link to the article I've written about this on my website at foodandfitnessonline.com. Thank you.